when I told people I was going to live in my minivan and attempt to visit every state to go on a hike and drink a beer, a lot of times they asked, okay, well, where are you going first? And I said, somewhere new, somewhere exotic, somewhere exciting, somewhere like nothing I've ever been before. So I went to Indiana. When I was getting suggestions for where to go in Indiana, a lot of people suggested Turkey Run, and a lot of people suggested the Knobstone Trail, but the Knobstone Trail is closer to my parents' house in Louisville, so I thought, save that for another time. I need to find out who are these turkeys and why are they running, and so I chose Turkey Run. I got a late start today, so I got to Shades State Park at about 4. Trail 5 rugged? Good, because so am I. Gorges you could walk through, and the rocks were so huge, so incredible. Everything was mossy. It made you feel small to be in that kind of place, and that's a feeling people need to feel every now and then for sure. And now I'm hanging out at what looks like it used to be a campsite, but there's no camping allowed here. It's just a picnic area. I'm really tempted to like sneakily stay in my van here anyway, but I'm not a rule breaker. I'm realizing that I never actually opened my stove before this, so not really the most prepared I could be. But we're not gonna dwell on the past. You know what I forgot about? You have to use matches or a lighter to light this stove. I never said I was smart, guys. Gonna turn on the flame and then put the match right in. Turn on the gas, I mean. Don't be scared. You guys will be just fine. Ah, the match broke. Oh. Remember, guys, the most important thing to do when lighting a gas stove is to stay calm. Okay, good one. We got it. And it wasn't even that hard. Just kidding, it was hard. I was nervous. Now for tonight's beer selection, we have Dragonfly IPA by Upland Brewing. And when I first looked at it, I thought the Dragonfly was flipping us off, but it's not. It's just its two little pinchers. Not sponsored. I actually emailed some folks, some breweries, to see if they'd want to give me a beer to be in this video, and nobody answered. But you know what? One day. Y'all just wait. This IPA is delicious. Definitely right amount of bite, like it said. And it's a little sweet too. Tastes a little sweetness to it. It's good. Since I slept at my friend's house last night. I haven't exactly been roughing it so far. Tonight I am planning to sleep in a public park. There was a review on iOverlander, which is an app helping you find campsites. I'm a little nervous about it. So I'm about to make some corn as sort of a second dish, you know, so I get some veggies in my day. And I just thought I should clarify that I have used a backpacking camp stove before, so it's not like this is really my first time, totally new to the concept. I just haven't used this exact type of stove. If you're like, well, why didn't you practice with it? That's so dumb. Well, first of all, don't call me dumb. And second of all, just the van build took so long, and for the past 3 months, that was my priority. Really didn't have a lot of time to practice with my van life stuff. It was definitely not an ideal situation, but sometimes you learn best by doing. I'm trying to get to the site where I want to camp before it gets dark, so I can scout it out, and then I'm gonna go to a gas station or something to brush my teeth, go to the bathroom for the night, and then come back to the park, put my covers up, and stay the night, hopefully. But it's getting dark, so gotta hurry. So I just looked it up, got to somewhere with service, and the park I wanted to camp at is an hour away. But you know what? I'm doing all this dumb, silly stuff right now, and I'm just gonna learn and learn as time goes on. So, you know, today's my first day. Of course, it's gonna be a little rough. I'll be fine. Now it's time to find a plan B. Here we are at the Walmart. I'm gonna go in and ask, can I sleep here? And if they are like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Perfect, I'm in the clear. If they're like, actually, we don't allow that, gotta just have to figure something else out, and that might be a pain in the butt. But it's gonna be fine either way. It's gonna be fine either way. They said yes! I am set. I am so relieved. And it's all taken care of by 8:30. I gotta do better tomorrow night. How perfect is this right now? I chilled in here for a little while it was still light out, went inside and brushed my teeth, and now I got my Reflectix up. And look at this place. Got a little fan. I am so happy right now. This is so cool. So fun. So the Walmart sleep went great. No problems. I had trouble getting to sleep, but I always do. And then I drove to Turkey Run. So I've decided to do the 5-mile challenge. You go on a bunch of hikes. It's 5.5 miles, and you take pictures at certain places to prove you were there. Seems like it's gonna be a good time, a good little hike. Half an hour into the trail, it's going great. It was crowded at the beginning, but now it's definitely thinned out, and this place is amazing. There's a feeling I get when I'm in nature of simultaneous comfort and energy. For example, the comfort part, I feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. I'm in literally my natural habitat. And what I mean by energy is that how can you look around and see this green and this sunlight and all this life, all this, every part of this ecosystem, and not feel inspired and that you want to just explore every inch of it? It's a really cool feeling, and I wish everyone could feel it. I'm getting to the end of the 5-mile challenge. It's been a blast. Lots of beautiful things to see. Some areas are really crowded, like Trail 3, that's the party trail, but there were also a lot of really peaceful places where I was alone for a while. So, 10 out of 10 would recommend. While I was hiking, my fridge ran out of energy from my power pack. The 2 ways to charge my power pack back up are solar energy or driving using the car's battery. I think it would be most practical to just get driving, go somewhere and use that to charge it up, and then wherever I get, hopefully charge it using solar. I might as well start heading to Illinois on this side of the Indiana border, so I have plenty of time to like hang out, find a good place to stay the night, but we will see. We will see. So I found this park with a shelter where I can make dinner and charge all my stuff. But guess what I'm having? Ravioli again. With that freezer section of the fridge, it's just taking up so much power and it's really not working. I think the electricity was my biggest mistake I made with my van. My only mistake so far. Made it to my camping spot for tonight. It's just a boat ramp that I found on iOverlander. The person that reviewed it said they weren't bothered the whole time. Looks like there's one person fishing down there, but once they leave, I'll have the whole place to myself. And it is the most humid I've been in a long time over here, but doesn't matter. All that matters is me drinking a beer and watching the river go by. Thanks for coming with me on this adventure. Being from Louisville, you know, Indiana is right across the river. It's not far, so we tend to make it the punchline of our jokes if we need a state to make fun of. But Indiana is amazing. Such cool rock formations. When you drive, it looks like the world goes on forever. I guess technically it does, you know, because it's... Last night I didn't sleep very well because it was really hot in here, and I had my power station down by my feet, and I must have kicked the cord to my fridge out because when I woke up this morning it was off. Another problem with that darn fridge. The reality of van life is starting to set in, where I realize it's going to be a lot of struggles in addition to all the wonderful adventures I'm going to have. So stick around to see how it goes. Okay, welcome back to the cooking show. So for tonight's recipe, we're going to pour some water into a pot. It says, the package said